beat Jeremy into submission so he could put the handcuffs on him. Police would be called and Jeremy would be taken away. But during the ride, he turned pale and was rushed to the hospital. At the hospital, it was discovered that he had suffered serious injuries like rib fractures, tears in his colon, deep cuts in his internal organs, and severe damage to his face. God damn, dude. Ryan, why don't you calm the fuck down, bud? I feel like if it's that bad, like he has a little bit of fights where he's not, I'm like, just keep him on the ground. You have to handcuff him. If you have like a gun or something, I guess, but
taking your anger out on him.
It seems like you're getting a little to your head, just a little bit, doesn't it? Doctors had to operate on Jeremy to try to save his life, but he would pass away from his injuries for some floor tiles, dude, because you messed with Paul Blart at Home Depot. Following his death, Ryan Davis was sued for excessive force. Oh, there you go. Home Depot and the security company he worked for would also be sued for negligence. That's too far. For floor tiles, word. If Ryan was there, saw Blake get shot, and then like went in and like the person was resisting, I guess you could say like I had to subdue the person, this murderer, but a person walking out with floor tiles, come on, Ryan.
Yeah, it's like what, maybe $1,000.
It's not like my dad's gym Home Depot. This is a family business. I mean, he should never move to violence unless somebody else is like threatened to being hurt or something. Let the guy steal the thing, and then obviously he's gonna get caught. There's no way. There's cameras everywhere. Also, the parking lot number, like they're gonna find his, like you are not going to get away with it. You know what I mean? Customers can also be very scary, but stores themselves pose a threat to those inside. Whether it's poor construction or confusing layouts, there have been a few Depot deaths. Like many retail stores, Home Depot has a warehouse-sized floor filled with endless amounts of shelving. These shelving not only hold the merchandise, but also hold storage that goes all the way to the ceiling. Way too high. Gotta say, there's been some times where I'm like, it only takes us one.
Have you seen the video of the guy on like the cherry picker getting the like product and it crushes him?
It's one of my favorite things ever. I can't. They're like, calm down. He's like, I can't. Looking at these shelves, one would think that it would be stable enough to hold everything on them, but that's not always the case. Multiple people have been seriously injured or killed because of these shelves. One of these victims was Jean-Luc Chardin, a NASA astronaut and an accomplished pilot. Sheridan? I don't know. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Say it here. Sorry, dude. I don't know how to say it. Jean. I'll say Jean. In 2000, Jean walked into a local store to grab some screws when a drill press 15 feet above him fell off a shelf and hit him in the head. That's man. Machinery weighed over 65 pounds and left Jean with life-threatening injuries to his neck and spine. These injuries were so severe that NASA had to retire him and keep him from performing any more missions. Though he was lucky to survive, not being able to fly ever again was absolutely crushing. And as a result, Jean sued Home Depot for $15 million. I don't think that's enough. That's one of those injuries too, where it's like you wake up every morning and you're sore, can't walk properly still. Probably there's like so much in life you can't do now. But then also, hey, can we put that thing that weighs 6,000 pounds just high? Real up there. Put it off the shelf slightly and have it teeter until just one day gravity takes. Okay, good. That's all we needed. At a different store in California, Mary Pinter and her daughter had walked into a Home Depot for a deck project, and while walking the aisle looking for lattice material, a 75-pound box of wood fell off a top shelf. And from 20 feet up, the wood struck Mary in the head, killing her almost instantly. The family sued the store, and a quick settlement was received for $900,000 compensation. Oh, robbed. Couldn't get $1 million.
That's insulting.
That is insulting.
The guy got 15 million. He's still alive.
My boy Jean, well, he was NASA.
Oh.
He's a spaceman. Lumber took another life when 41-year-old Jeffrey Mead and his brother Dennis, after 2,000 pounds of wood and lumber fell on top of them. According to reports, the brothers were digging through loose boards when one of them had heard a loud creaking sound. Before they could react, boards from top shelving fell on them, pinning them to the floor. Bystanders and employees would free them from the pile, but Jeffrey ended up losing his life. Dennis was taken to the hospital and later survived. Now every time I go through that store, I'm just going to be like, I'm surprised that the stuff that's high up doesn't have like nets, because you have to go up on like a lift to get it. You're not going to go up on a ladder. So it's like, why not, if anything, just have nets? Well, I can't see the product. All right, what are we going to do?